กินในไลฟ์สิ話說你 YouTube channel 後邊嗰隻係咪阿卡莉嚟嘅？What? Oh, refresh on. See why you can load you.
It's been closed for ages, maybe a year or more. Pardon me? It's been closed for ages, maybe a year or more.
Go away. You people very nearly killed my brother at the train station.
stream 啊，見到啦。
You and I have one thing in common.
Yeah, well,
no friends on the police force.
Yeah, but I
suppose stick up for
family.
As far as I was able to be able to
cannot be racist if you're black.
Got to be another way. Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
Couldn't see his face, but the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilep complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's your cane now.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilec complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You ask me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
ARC has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talos Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
Nah, I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
You're my only backup on this one. Before we leave, I'd like to know you've actually got my back.
Trust me, I flew 10 years in the SAAF and 5 in the private sector moving corporate heads. And in all that time, I've never lost a fare.
How many years with TF-29?
2, which is a year and a half longer than you from what I understand. So you want to keep talking resumes, waste more of our time? Or will you trust me to get the job done?
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
information, however, tell me that Rucker and Ark may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss.
Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? I was in Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
Shallow breathing.
Just block it out.
Hey, man. Are you lost? Or just passing through? I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
Here. Looks like these people need it more than I do.
That's very kind of you. I wasn't expecting. Word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Rosika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't I? The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best of intentions, as a non-violent way to confront injustices and advance the cause of augmented rights.
Okay. But in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talus Rucker and ARC are the only things keeping people in Golem alive. Trust me, they're the good guys.
I'm getting the impression that you see ARC and Talus Rucker as some kind of augmented Robin Hoods. How well do you know the man?
I met Talus years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Pacus News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
It's just that I heard Rucker didn't get augmented voluntarily, so I'm wondering how that kind of experience colors a man's perspective around people who did.
Talus was always passionate about the ability of neuroaugmentations to heal people's bodies and souls. His accident only strengthened his beliefs.
Is he still an idealist, then? After everything that's happened?
Listen to his daily broadcasts. He believes people will usually do the right thing in time. They just need to discover what the right thing is.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because where I come from, the police have been militarizing for years, wasting money and inciting deep levels of mistrust between them and the very people they're supposed to protect.
Is that what's happening in Gollum City?
It's happening all over the place. The cops in Gollum are a special breed. They control everything here. Food, drugs, neuropozyne, and not all of them think very highly of Hazards.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
Despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our cause.
No, I don't know.
Despite the fact
Get
that
out
some
of
of
my
our
sight.
men were killed in the attack at Rosika Station.
Te ne vypadáš, jako bys patřil
Block it
sem.
out. Just block it out.
Look, we are understaffed, underfunded, and underprepared for the sheer number of people here.
You must submit to an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
Welcome to Gollum City, Clank.
Get the hell out of here, Clank. I've been cleared through
It will only serve to strengthen their justification. I know it is
Someone showing up again. Killed the people already on it, and then swallowed itself up by speak to the
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I was in the beach just now. Did you hear what happened?
We heard the cops showed up and beat some guy to death.
Yes, it was.
Everywhere we go today, cops.
Watching for the man.
When my partner gets here, we'll escort you across.
I will do no such thing.
I will.
You people. Now what? What other lies have you come to tell me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here to see Sokol. He's expecting me.
Which one? My husband Dushan, or his foolish brother Tibor? I guess it doesn't matter which one. The police took them both to the Narrows to torture them for information they do not have.
It's bad in Prague, and it's even worse here. What happened?
Have you no feelings? My husband and his brother, both augmented people like you, were beaten and taken away by the police. Tibor said he knew someone who could get us out of here. Is that supposed to be you?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Normally they only take ARC members. Tibor is ARC. He has been taken before. But now, after the bombing, they come for Tibor. Dushani asks why, and then they take my Dushan. He has done nothing. Nothing.
Do you know where they were taken?
I told you already. The Narrows. Instead of asking stupid questions, why don't you do something? Don't just stand there. They need help. Please.
Holy shit, if something goes down, you don't want to be on the streets. The station would be even worse.
That's what everyone says when they're caught.
Okay, that's good. We've got the crowd thinking we hate each other.
Strike back.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Shit is about to go down. You don't want to be on the streets.
Act of senseless station we laid at our feet. That's what everyone says when they're called. Not simply armed. And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Now stay despite like some of our own were killed in the attack at Rosika Station. But fear has blinded our accusers. And although I know that men involved in such violence, I urge you not to become as blind as well as I. To intimidate, to accuse, perhaps worse. And some of you will be tempted to strike out.
Chicane, we got a problem. Our contact's been swept up by the police.
I heard about cops in Gollum, Jensen. Your Interpol ID won't get you any carnage with them.
That's all right, I didn't bring it with me. They're holding him in a place called the Narrows. I'll contact you after I find him.
That's far enough, Clank. No one gets in the Narrows without the proper authorization, and you do not have it.
That's a catchy name for, what, a makeshift staging area for your Gollum City op?
Aren't you a smart one? Tell you what, smart guy. Keep moving, or I'll make sure you regret it.
Oj, vill haktat dö.
My friends, this most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at our feet. At the feet of all of
Chicane, we got a problem. Our contact's been swept up by the police.
I heard about cops in Gollum, Jensen. Your Interpol ID won't get you any carnage with them.
That's all right, I didn't bring it with me. They're holding him in a place called the Narrows. I'll contact you after I find him.
I'm sick of you! Get out of here!
Fuck, another one.
These police don't want you here! The district.
Brooks.
Chicane, we got a problem. Our contact's been swept up by the police.
And I heard about cops in Gollum, Jensen. Your Interpol ID won't get you any kindness with them.
That's all right, I didn't bring it with me. They're holding him in a place called the Narrows. I'll contact you after I find him.
Start looking through the database.
Brother, watch it. The cops are everywhere today.
I noticed that. Are you Tibor?
Yes, you're late, Interpol.
Yeah, I saw a message on your computer. Someone was warning you that you might end up here.
You hacked my computer. Why?
I was trying to find you.
Doesn't matter. You know, I can't help you. It's too dangerous now.
Tibor, I can get you out of here.
And then what? They go back to my housing unit and take me again?
And what if you're not there?
No, no. Please, that will just make it worse. They know who I am. They went after my family.
Interpol has promised to get you and your family out of here to safety.
Safety? There is no safety. Only tyrants who prey on the weak and the innocent.
All right, Tibor, listen. I understand why you can't come with me, but I still need to get to Rucker, or what happened to you and your family today will happen to others. I'll smooth it over with Interpol. Is there any other way you can help me?
There's a man, a smuggler, Louis Galois. He imports items for Talos, neuropozyne, whiskey. He could get you in, but you'd have to do him a favor. He likes favors.
That's something. Any other ideas?
My keycard to get to Ark territory is gone. One of the cops took it. Probably still has it on him.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
By the way, on my computer, who was warning me?
Some guy named Old Blue Eye. You know him?
No. Listen, Dushan, my brother, was taken. He didn't do anything. If you see him, please help him.
Right. I'll see what I can do. Chicane, get a message to Miller. Sokol's backed out of the deal.
Why am I not surprised?
He's just looking after his family. Besides, it's not a complete wash. He gave me some options on how to get into Ark on my own.
Well, just be careful, Jensen. This arsehole obviously can't be trusted. Let me know when you're in.
Bullshit, Lucian. Just tell me what I want to know.
Let me see just one Ark, son of a bitch.
Maybe I'm not making myself clear here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Surrounded by clanks.
You think I'm fucking around here? You're pissing me off. Alright, you owe shit. This is how it feels when you hold out on me. I'll try not to bruise you up too much. You like playing games? That's how you get off. Have it your way.
Sure they have no other way in?
Please, help my brother.
We should have a few more people at the main entrance.
因為條友穿過個 laser 行緊過嚟咯。
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hilarious thing about this chip is there's an incredible size percentage of us long incident was actually caused by Illuminati HQ sending monitoring signals to ones already implanted in arms. It's brilliant. Fucking brilliant!
I thought I was dead for sure. Hey there!
Come on, get up. Scare me like that.
I thought I was dead for sure.
Keep an eye out next time. Nothing on my side. You? Shh.
Medic!
Check.
Hey! I knew you would be back! I'm not gonna die like this! I'm not gonna die!
Please! Chicane, get a message to Miller. Sokol's backed out of the deal.
Why am I not surprised?
He's just looking after his family. Besides, it's not a complete wash. He gave me some options on how to get into Ark on my own.
Well, just be careful, Jensen. This arsehole obviously can't be trusted. Let me know when you're in.
Keep to yourself.
Tell me what I want to know.
Please, I'm begging you. I have children.
Chicane, get a message to Miller. Sokol's backed out of the deal.
Why am I not surprised?
He's just looking after his family. Besides, it's not a complete wash. He gave me some options on how to get into Ark on my own.
Well, just be careful, Jensen. This arsehole obviously can't be trusted. Let me know when you're in.
See if I can't persuade you to talk. Something tells me I'll...
Come on, man. Put that away. Hey, how about you deal with these cops first, okay? Then we can talk.
Not the time to drop your guard.
Those cops won't be a problem anymore.
Too bad. I was just starting to warm up to them.
I can try and get some more down here if that's what you want.
No. It is better this happens now before I become too attached. You mind untying me?
Sure.
So, Was it Tibor or Adela that asked you to help me? Or something else?
A man getting savagely beaten isn't something I can just watch, regardless of the reason.
Well, you know cops, right? Assholes do not need a reason.
I do know cops, and whether it's right or wrong, there's always a reason.
Look, all I know is that since the Ruzicka bombing, the police have been cracking down on us hard. They suspect Ark, of course, but they're blaming every AUG. For most of them, it's just another excuse to hurt us.
I thought you weren't a member of Ark.
My brother is. I just repair things for them sometimes. Heating units, security cameras. It is how I earn a living for my family.
Do you know if Ark was responsible for the Ruzicka bombing?
No. And I do not want to know. After this, I'm done with them. Being associated with Ark. Even if they are our only hope, it is not worth the pain. Look, you want to know what Ark is up to? You're going to have to ask them yourself.
Fair enough. How do I do that?
When you have robbed the man of all, the things... He is no longer the... He has no more of... Shit! Power? Something. Freedom. How does it go?
Are you feeling alright?
It is this week's passphrase. It is Selznick or Solzhenitsyn. Ah, I got it. When you rob a man of everything, he is no longer in your power. He is free again. Just remember the quote. It'll get you past Lubosh. He guards the way to the Ark elevator. Just repeat the quote, and he will let you in.
This'll help, thank you.
It is the least I can do. Thanks to you, I get to sleep in my own bed tonight.
Chuyện bộ tôi thích tăng xa chào.
Please, help my brother. This is all my fault. Please.
Get out of here, please!
long. There must be a way out of here. Leave me alone. This is no good. No good.
One step at a time. Just remember that.
Please. To find a person.
Mr. Jensen, this is Otar Botkovere. I hear you are in the Utulek complex.
Keeping tabs on me, Botkovelli?
It is time for that favor you owe me. There is a shopkeeper named Galwa in the Cedri markets. I want you to eliminate him.
I'm not in the assassination game.
How you take care of this problem is your business, but I expect you to keep your word.
You can't just walk away from me.
One step at a time. Just remember that.
You know anything about the bombing? Yeah, play innocent. Don't worry. When we want answers.
Ty nevypadáš, jako by skočil se mi mezi.
It's just not fair. I thought that having a baby would be the greatest day of our lives, but now...
No. I'm scared too.
Is it right, do you think, for us to bring a baby into the world? What kind of parents would force their child to grow up in a place like this?
You're suggesting, but I think you're suggesting. But I don't know.
Access granted.
Look at you. All polished up in this shit. This area is clear. Moving.
Keep it together.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yeah, well, Tibor almost certainly is. I think some kind of...
Celej na blejska nezdílel posrat.
Mi sem nepatří.
It's
This is bullshit! Fuck this! How am I going to feed my children?
Nobody knew yet what it
No
was
hand
like. Her dad kicked her out because she was augmented, and my parents refused to take her in.
Ne spiš se zaprodal správně.
Se vám to zacházení nelíbí, tak se zbavte augmentací.
Nosy, Clank, I'm on the phone. Okay, check in later.
That is affirmative.
Nechte mě s mýma problémama.
Vystrašený augové, ale jinak nic.
If you know anything about the Rosika bombing, say something. Get trash.
Chicane. Tell Miller the mission's back on track. I've got an elevator passkey that'll get me into ARC territory.
Copy that. I'll do a flyby up ahead, get you the lay of the land. Hit me up when you're through.
Chơi thở. Vậy